Anthony, obviously, man, you've been fighting at a high level, big fights for a long time, but it feels like you're really kind of breaking into that superstar status, man, where people know you and you're out front. What does that feel like, man? Is it difficult to adjust? You enjoy it? What's that like?
No, the pressure's on, man. You got all these people supporting you. You better perform. So I love it. I embrace that role, and that's what I want. You know, I want these people to want to watch me fight, pay whatever the pay-per-view is, pay the tickets to come watch me fight. It's my job to make sure they're happy when they leave.
You've had the layoffs that you've had to deal with. You know, you came back quickly this time around. How's the body respond? How does it feel being back this quick?
It feels good because I just went from camp to camp. I mean, took a couple weeks off, got right back in the gym, and we really settled in this camp. You know, we didn't do crazy amounts of sparring, crazy amounts of pad work. You know, it was just enough to keep the motor going until this time now. And then it's time to perform. I mean, it doesn't matter what happens in training camp. All that matters is what I do in these 25 minutes of my time.
No doubt. You're a big favorite in this fight, but I know you don't sleep on your opponents. I think a lot of people are overlooking Rafael, but when you look at him, what do you see in an opponent?
He's dangerous, man. Honestly, he's probably the most dangerous guy I see on the lightweight roster, besides Khabib, you know. I mean, Khabib beat him, so you gotta say that. But other than that, man, Dos Anjos beat Cerrone, Dos Anjos beat Henderson. Us three are the top of the division, so we're just gonna battle it out to see who's the best.
Going into the Melendez fight, you'd had the layoff, and I think a lot of us, not necessarily us, but a lot of people were sort of like, oh yeah, Pettis can fight.
Yeah.
Do you still feel like you have something to prove right now that, you know,
yeah, for
people
sure.
forgot?
Yeah, I mean, I only fought for 7 minutes, so I mean, it's kind of hard to base my ability, my skill off of 7 minutes. But finishing a guy like Melendez definitely helped out. But I got my hands full with this guy. I think Dos Anjos is probably a better Melendez, better kicking. He's just as good with the hands, probably gets a little harder. And he's not afraid to mix it up, so it's gonna be a tough fight.
I was gonna say that Diaz fight was almost pretty brutal to watch.
You can't compare me to Diaz though, so.
Of course. But
definitely,
when you watch that fight, what do you?
Yeah, I mean, I figured that would happen. You know, Diaz is a southpaw. He doesn't defend low kicks. Dos Anjos is a kicker, and that's what happens.
Which weaknesses do you see in Dos Anjos' game?
He's just haven't fought somebody like me. I feel like Dos Anjos is a good fighter. There's a lot of good fighters in the lightweight division, but I'm a great fighter. And that's the difference between us two, I think. I mean, he has the same access to the same training, but I just have this mindset and this willpower, this confidence that when I go in there, I just feel invincible.
A fan asked you just earlier about Khabib, and you said, I can't say that guy's name. I mean, he even predicted RDA was going to smash you.
Yeah.
What is it about Khabib? What do you think he keeps tripping at you? How do you feel about it?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I saw a couple of his fights. He's talking a lot. That's why I know who he is. But I mean, I haven't trained for the guy yet. I haven't basic training camp around him, so I can't really dissect his game. But I know he's out there. He's undefeated, so definitely on the list of who I'll be fighting pretty soon.
I saw elsewhere that you told Brazilian media that Anderson Silva, that you believe his team lied to him about the drug test, and it wasn't his fault as much. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, you know, I have no idea. That was like my speculation. I mean, I don't think I'm a Anderson Silva fan. I mean, I love the guy to death. He's one of my idols, so I just can't see him consenting, you know, cheating. I don't think that's something he would do. So I mean, when you're that high of a level, people want to see you back. There's money makes to be made if he fights again. So somebody had to be in his ear. Somebody had to be giving him stuff that he had no idea what it was. I hope he had no idea what it was.
So when you hear him say, you know, I didn't know what I was taking, you believe him?
Definitely. I mean, that's a guy you can't take away what he's done for the sport for one mistake that maybe he didn't even make.
Do you think people are doing that now, where they're kind of shorting his whole, you know, legacy and his career? Now,
I mean, even the casual fans, you know, like, oh, he's been cheating his whole career, and they have no idea watching him in the UFC when he's his first fight. You know, they don't know what it takes for him to get to where he's at. So people are so quickly easy to judge and don't really know what's going on.
I know you're not looking past this fight, but you know you made it a point to get back fast this time. Are you wanting to keep that pace up, or is it going to be time for some time off? Or what do you think?
No, I want 4 fights this year from December to December. So hopefully we get another one in July, August, September, and then end it up for December.
It looks like Khabib Cerrone is a #1 contender fight. Is that kind of what you're expecting to find?
I think so. I think that makes sense. I mean, you know, Khabib's undefeated. Cerrone worked his way back up. I already beat Cerrone, so I'm looking forward to fighting Khabib. But whoever's next.
So you prefer to fight Khabib?
Yeah, I mean, he's been talking. So Cerrone already talked. I settled that beef. Now I got to settle this one.